Welcome back to A Country Boy Can Cook. If this is your first visit, I appreciate you coming over and watch me. A little backstory, I'm just an old cowboy. Moved to the city but kept the cowboy ways. I'm just an old country boy. Still, you know, still would love to be on a ranch. But about a year ago, I had a heart event. And it put me in the hospital and in therapy for about 6 weeks. So it slowed me down a lot. I thought I was paralyzed and I could barely walk. So anyway, I do my best. I love to cook and I always have. At the end of this video, I'll show you a clip of me getting out of the wheelchair and trying to go up some steps. I did go up the steps. If there was a bell, I would have rang the bell. Anyway, for the ones that's been here for a while with me, you already know the story. My heart shorted out. And but thank you for watching my videos again. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and leave me a comment. Tell me where you're at. We're fixing Thanksgiving meals or holiday meals right now, so today is going to be sweet potato pie, and it's going to be short. Mix it up. I've already got the pie crust prepared, and I used box pie crust from Walmart. I've got everything open, and we're going to dump it in and rock and roll. I'll bring you right back. Alright, let's get this party started. I have 29-ounce can of Bruce's yams. It's in they're sweet potatoes in syrup. I've drained them. They go into the bowl. This is I made pumpkin pies yesterday. Let me get this mashed up before we do anything. Doesn't take a lot, but just a little. There's lots of items going to go in here. So I've got 6 eggs. That's 3 eggs. This is a double batch. The recipe I'll be posting is for a single batch, but I'm making 2 pies. They're going to be frozen. 2 sticks of butter. Come on, get out of there. Well, shoot, ding. I won. We're not going to leave that butter in there. No way. That butter is necessary. It helps it bake. And the flavor it gives. Oh, man. Alright. Sweet potatoes. Now we're going to use sweetened condensed milk. This is not evaporated milk. This is sweetened condensed milk. This is a whole different ball game, boys and girls, when you use it. Oh gosh. You don't have to use as much sugar. It's sweet. This is what is used to make icebox lemon pies, all types of desserts. It's really sweet and really good and really yummy. Here. So I've got 2 cans of that, and this is all in my recipe, except remember, the recipe is for a single pie. Everybody's not going to bake 2 pies. I am, because I'm freezing. This is the 1st of November. I'm slow, and I'll just thaw these out right before Thanksgiving. Some of this I'll give to my neighbors. All right, I've got my cinnamon and pumpkin pie slice. 1 cup of brown sugar. I know this is a cup because this is my old Boy Scout cup. It holds 1 cup. Not only was it a drinking cup when I was in Boy Scouts, but it was a measuring cup. Boy Scouts thought of everything. Alright, let's get this mixed up. Alright, I'm feeling strong. It's early. I'm going to stand up and do this. That way we can get it done quick. You'll see it takes no time. Once you get your items together, it takes no time to get it mixed. There'll be a few small clumps of sweet potato. That's okay. There's enough eggs and butter and condensed sugar, condensed sweet milk. Sugar it is, sweet. I mean, it takes less than a minute to mix this up. I'm just going around the sides, making sure I've got everything done. And it's that quick, boys and girls. Get some of this stuff over here out of the way so we can mix it and put it in our pie. So we've already got the pie shells done. Make sure the bottom is cleaned off. No stray sweet potatoes. I'm using disposable pie plates. This is kind of a small, shallow dish here. You don't want to go all the way to the edge, because with the eggs in here, it will rise and it will overfill. When I went to Walmart, this is an old disposable that I've had pie pan for years. They didn't have any. They were out already for the year. So this is a cake pan. It's what I baked my pumpkin pies in yesterday, and it works wonderful. You can do a decorative edge on it to do whatever you need to do. Oh, boys and girls, there's going to be leftovers, as you can see. Well, I'm going to show you what I did with that yesterday. Let me get these to the oven. The oven is preheated at 425, and I'm going to cook these for 15 minutes at 425, and then I'm going to reduce the heat down to 350 for 35, 40, 45 minutes. Alright, what am I going to do with the leftover? I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. I baked, make sure there's no water in here. I baked a crustless pumpkin pie with my leftover. And I'm spraying this with butter spray. Butter, butter, butter. So, it's just simple. If I can do this here. Alright. I just realized y'all are up in the middle of the air here. Alright. Use this flexible spatula to get all this goodness out of here. You will not regret making this. Yesterday on my pumpkin pie recipe, I didn't have a lot left over, just a little bit, but it was enough to fill a ramekin. This morning it looked like I was going to have more, so I got a bigger pan. Let me drop this in the oven before it gets too far gone, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, back with you. This little round ramekin, it's about 1.5 to 2 inches deep. I sprayed it, or put butter in it. Actually, I didn't even spray it. I put butter in it and put my leftover pumpkin pie mixture and cooked it. Crustless pumpkin pie. I think there's certain diets that people can't have wheat and stuff. So maybe this would work for that. I'm not sure. I don't know what keto is, but I had a friend of mine say that would be great on her keto diet, but I don't know about that. So anyway, I took a bite of it on the video yesterday, and it was so good. I wrapped it up, and I said, it's going to be my wife and our dessert for Sunday evening. Well, 2 hours later, I just couldn't stand it anymore, and she wanted to taste more, so we went ahead and ate this. So, the old dude decided he'd just make one. You can see we had it for dinner last night. It works wonderful. This is pumpkin. It is so good. I'm not a crust fan anyway, so it's perfect for me. But anyway, so if you've got leftover or you don't want to bake that in a crust, just be reassured you can put it in a pan, little casserole pan like I did, or a ramekin or whatever, and the cooking times on this one was the same. I mean, it cooked at 15 minutes at 425. I turned it down to 350. It cooked for about 40 minutes, I think, 45 minutes. So, let me get you up here. So I was just for sure that this would be great with coffee this morning. I've had a few drinks of coffee, a few sips. I drink percolated coffee that I make. So let's see. Oh God. I gotta shut that down. I'll eat the whole thing. That is so good. And the people that like crust, thank God that there's people like that. I prefer it without crust. I just want to take even all pies. Cherry pie, apple pie. I just like the center. I really love peach pie. But I ain't much of a crust fan. Excuse me. Peach cobbler, I love. But I'll go in and get the peach filling out of it and leave the crust for someone else. So anyway, it's going to be about 45 minutes. And I'll bring you back when I pull these out of the oven. You can see it over there. You can see my coffee pot, my percolator pot. I drink percolated coffee every morning. It's so much better than drip. I mean, out of the machines that you buy. It's better than McDonald's. It's better than Starbucks. It's true coffee. And of course, there's my oven with my hand towels. Cracking a little bit. Well, as you can hear, the timer's gone off. Let's look and see what these look like. Oh yeah, they're looking so good. Let me bring it back and we'll check them to see if they're done. All right, we're going to check the crustless one first. Yeah, it's fine. It's a little jiggly, but it'll keep on cooking once I bring it out. Let's get these down so I can look at them. You can see the sweet potato looks totally different than the pumpkin. And it tastes totally different too. First, check it about 1 inch from the edge. It's good there. And put it in the center. It's fine there. You can see the other one's still baking a little bit. I'm just going to turn the oven off and let these set in here for a little bit. And then I'll bring them out. They'll continue to cook just in a warm oven. Let me get this little custard out. Alright, let's see if I can get this little custard pan full of sweet potato pie crustless without getting burnt. You can see I put those on I don't know if you can see it there, but I put these top pies on a sheet pan that's got aluminum covering it. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier if I wasn't sitting down, but I am. So that's the deal. Let's see if I'm going to sit down to do this. By the way, this is a recipe that my mother used to use. So my father loves sweet potato pie. Mother didn't, she was okay with it, but it wasn't her favorite. She liked pumpkin better. Get that camera over here so you can see. There you go. Yeah, there's no jiggle. It's just a little bit. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. It's a little brown around the outside. That makes its own kind of crust with the sugars, and that's really some good stuff. So I'm gonna let this cool off for about an hour before I check it, and let these others turn this oven off. And these others just finished cooking in just a hot oven that's turned off. So bring you back in a little bit. All right, it's been about 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna stand and get these out. I don't want a lap full of hot pie, a lap full of any kind of pie, especially coming out of the oven. All right, let's see here. Boy, that looks so good. You can see it's bubbling away. Get over here so you can see. Well, there they are, boys and girls. They're going to cool for about an hour before we can do anything with them. But they're completely baked. This one is the one I put in the little pie tin I had. Like I said, it was kind of a shallow pie tin. I don't remember what came in it. This one was baked in a cake pan, disposable. They're both going to shrink down a little bit. And that's what I'm going to have. These other two will be frozen. Oh yeah. And some Southern sweet tea. It's going to be my breakfast, boys and girls. All right, back with you. You can see I've got the crustless one. It's still warm, but I'm going to take a bite of it. I can't resist. It smells wonderful. Let's sit down here. Let's see here. Over in that corner. I'm cooling this down. All right. Mm. 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 Dang. Oh man. So I had a turkey sandwich for breakfast with my own Cajun mustard. I take French's mustard and put a little Cajun hot sauce in it. Man, I can't resist another bite. And that outside crust is like, there's no crust in this, but it made its own with the sugars. I don't call them burnt, but they're crusty. Man, it has a wonderful flavor to it. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Goodness, that's good. You can see the two big boys over there. Once they cool down, I'll put wax paper on top, wrap in saran wrap, and then put foil on top of that, and they'll go to the freezer the day before I want to use them, or I'm going to give these away. Bring them out of the freezer, put them in the refrigerator for one day, and let them thaw in the fridge, and then bring them out and give them away. Thank you for being part of the old dude's world. Hope you enjoyed this cook this morning. Southern style sweet potato pie, and it doesn't get no better. And there's a song I would put with this, except YouTube will not let me use it. It's an Alabama song of the South. Sweet potato pie and shut my mouth. Yeah, you can look that up and listen to it while you're visualizing, thinking about it as pie. I will. I'll do it for you. Thanks again from the old dude. Like, share, and comment. Let me know where you're at, what part of the world you're in. And do y'all have a Thanksgiving or any kind of a fall celebration? So anyway, have a great day, and I'm going to eat another piece of crustless sweet potato pie.
Get up here. Turn. Take a little standing arm break. Okay. Okay, lean up against the wall. Okay. That's good. You got this. Okay. I'm ready. All right. And as you're coming down, if you need to sit down, you can. Okay. So
when you're just doing a couple steps, you can back down here?
Huh? Yeah, backing down is fine.
But if you...
Yeah, but normally when you go up, you're just going up.
Sorry, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You got this. This is the part where don't rush it. Still go slow. Heck, he did it.